let's let's what did I just do? Okay, I want to lock back onto myself. Can I go here? Wait, I don't get it. I want to be on me. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. That was weird. Anyway, so essentially what I'm doing here is I'm just harassing a little bit. I dashed the wrong way. User area, that happens. Like I said, I'm not the greatest Harith, but you can see as that first ability goes in, you do pretty good damage. It's a 379. It's not the best damage dealing ability in the game, but it gets the job done. So what I did there is I dashed in. You saw I got the shield. That shield gives you, I don't know how much protection, but it's quite a bit. So essentially, what you want to do is kind of weaken them a little bit, right? You want to weaken them with your first ability, and then just harass them a little bit with your second ability. And when they think that they're going to be safe, you just kind of dash in and you hit them for massive damage. So there's where I used Aegis. It came into play there. I got really lucky here. I got greedy. I go back in and I'm trying to get some creep kills, and I figured that my shield would have popped up before that, but the tower gets him, and I end up getting a little bit of money. So what I'm building here, these are the demon boots. I really like them because they give you movement speed and mana regen. Mana regen, it's kind of like a lot of people will say build an enchanted talisman, but I don't think you need it. Like really, I don't think it's needed. I think it's too much money. You kind of get the same value out of the boots as you do by getting an enchanted talisman. His abilities don't take up that much mana, so you really don't have to get an enchanted talisman. Um, what I like to get is I believe it's called the Calamity Scythe. It does, what does it do? I'm not actually sure. When we get there, well, I'll explain it more. But anyways, it gives you cooldown reduction and it gives you magic power, and that both of those really help on Harith, obviously. So let's kind of talk about how his skills combo with themselves and how you can kind of take advantage of how his skill set works. So the first ability, if you land it, it reduces the cooldown of another ability. So you only have the two abilities that you usually use, right? You have the Chrono Dash and the Synchro Fission. So you shoot in with the Chrono Dash, and then you basic attack them, and then you hit them with Synchro Fission, and you lose a second on the Chrono Dash cooldown, right? So you can get up to 40% on cooldown from items, cooldown reduction. So then, if you manage to hit your Synchro Fission, and after you attack with a basic attack, your cooldown on your Chrono Dash also goes down. So essentially, your best ability is on like almost an endless cycle if you just keep dashing in and out, and then every time you hit after it, you get to do true damage. So now the best part of all of that is when you're inside of your ultimate, it reduces cooldown even more. So how you want to lay it out and how I start my fights is I try to ulti first, get that initial like stun on the enemies, and then just punch them in the face. So I don't know what I end up doing here. Oh no! So see, like this, the ulti I should have hit first, and then I dashed the wrong way twice, but I still get him here because he sucks. If he didn't suck, I would have been just absolutely. I would have been a shit out of luck. Or if he had like a flicker, he had Aegis there. If he had Flicker, he probably would have got away because I dashed the wrong way. We're having a decent game so far. We're currently like 4-1. We're kind of the whole team, really. I think we're losing the gold battle. They just have better heroes for farming, and this is just easy. You can't one-on-one Harith, especially as like a melee hero. You could just dash in and around him real easy. And you see how his abilities, it's almost like they have no cooldown at all, you know? So you just kind of keep punching people. I think I actually won on two the Hanzo and the Selena here. I can't remember, but we're getting some decent gold. I know that I want to get that scythe as soon as possible. But oh yeah, this probably wasn't the best idea, but I think it works out. It's I just Hanzo just gets clapped so easy. He's super strong, but he's very weak. Oh yeah, so I got the Calamity Scythe here. 70 magic power, 100 mana, 30 mana regen. So we're getting 60 mana regen in a second. Am I still fighting? Yeah, no, okay. So what happened there was Uranus, whatever you want to call him. He came over. Oh no, 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 no. It was Angela came over and helped me out, and we scared off the Cyclops. No, we scared off who was there? Selena. Selena. Actually, we clapped the shit out of her. She got absolutely destroyed. So Harith isn't a good jungler. I mean, you can see it here. He just doesn't do that much damage to jungle monsters. He's okay at it, but there's like a Xylong or a Balmond or anybody does it better, you know? So I really try, you really want to stay more active on the map, I've been finding. So, like, go for kills over and over and over and over and just keep going for kills over and over and over and over. That's going to be how you're going to find the most success, I think. You can pretty much go on anybody at any time. And look, there, see, I'm on the wrong person. I should be on that Cyclops, but our Guinevere, whatever that lady's name is, I don't actually know, Guinevere, she gets in there and she takes care of everything for me. See, Hanzo is just, he's ballsy and bad. You don't be ballsy and bad. If you're going to be ballsy, be good. He comes in way after the fact and just gets absolutely annihilated by the rest of our team. I'm actually shocked at how little gold I have. I have 9 kills, 2 assists, and I only have like 4,500 gold. Yeah, that's kind of crap, I'm not going to lie. So we're building so far. We got the demon shoes, excuse me. And then we have the Calamity Reaper. So I've never actually read the passive. So, oh, that's why. So when you get the Calamity Reaper, that's where you start to just deal massive damage because what's happening is when you dash in, right, that next attack is true damage, and you get an extra 20% on the next attack, which is also true damage. So you're just blasting people for like, I don't know, 400 or 500. I had no idea that this chick was right there, and I dashed the wrong way like a noob. But yeah, no, she's underfarmed. We're way ahead right now. Yeah, so the best tips for Harith are be active on the map, try not to dash the wrong way, and pick your targets, right? You can absolutely melt marksmen, you can absolutely melt junglers, you can absolutely melt assassins. Try not to hit the tanks. I mean, that sounds basic, but you've seen me do it tons of times here, and I'm having a pretty good game. I'm 11 and 1 with 3 assists. I mean, he's really strong because of his mobility and how you get shield from dashing in, and then you steal their magic power, so it makes your next attack stronger, and then you get another dash pretty much immediately. And the ulti, I mean, it doesn't do that much for crowd control. You know, like, I mean, it stuns people for like a second, and you can get a pretty good whack in with the synchro fission, right? So if you manage to land a 2 or 3 man ultimate. Like, see, I just whiffed that completely. Like, what am I doing, right? You could tell it's been a while. But anyway, I think your best bet, right, is just to ulti probably the mage or the marksman and just try and pick them off as fast as possible. See, here's this is a mistake by me. I just get in and just get absolutely destroyed by the Bane ultimate there. But luckily, my team pretty much saves my ass here. I mean, I'm not sure. Like, see, again, I should be on that Cyclops, and I dashed the wrong way. That's like the third time. This probably isn't the best Harith video to show you, but I mean, we've already come this far. I'll make another one soon with less technical issues. It's the first time I've done one of these, so don't hold it against me for too long. So for far as item builds, cooldown reduction is going to be your best friend, right? Fleeting time, 15% cooldown reduction. Calamity Reaper, we have 10, 15, not 10% cooldown reduction on that. And then concentrated energy is what I'm going for next. It's just nice to have that extra bit of survivability. You don't do that much magic damage per se, but you do enough that if you manage to hit somebody or a couple people with the synchro fission, you can kind of just keep throwing it out over and over and over. If you can manage to do that, then you're going to heal up quite a bit. So again, you just want to be active on the map. We probably could have ended this game ages ago. I think we're just kind of messing off now. We're 7 grand ahead gold. It's going to be really hard for the enemy team to get back into it. I mean, it's just they're kind of come too far. Bane's doing a pretty good job of trying to split push. I believe the Uranus and I are just kind of like, let's end this game, move on with our lives, get on to the next one, and we end up just pushing in. Now, a thing that I do on my Harith build, and I took this build, I believe, from Jemic, he's well known as one of the best mage players in the world. Petoskey, he's also really good, but I haven't actually watched his Harith videos yet. I watched just a couple of like YouTube ones, but they didn't have sound or anything. You couldn't really like no one talked. It was just type on the screen, and they definitely said they know how to play him, but no one really went into an in-depth thing like this where they took you through a gameplay, kind of showed you what they did, why some of the decisions are made, and why you want to kind of just you want to focus their damage dealers down. I mean, as you can see, I just hit all those creeps and I healed up a bunch, and I could just keep putting this out there. You never really run out of mana, like I said. The buff is really good because of the cooldown reduction. You can only get a max of like 40 cooldown reduction, 40% cooldown reduction, so it stops paying to buy items that reduce cooldown. But what I'm going for here is the crit stick. I believe it's called the Berserker's Axe. It's super, super OP. Once you get that, if you crit and your next attack is true damage, you pretty much one shot people. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like I think there's a point in this game where I get the crit stick and I punch Zai Long and I think he just melts. It's just that like look at this. This is without crits. Like right, look 1, 2, 3, 4. But that was 1,000 on the Cyclops. I must have picked it up already. Nope, I didn't. That's just me clapping. And this isn't even like great gameplay. Like this is just how strong this guy is. And I was thinking to myself, like he can't be that good, right? Like everyone was saying he's so broken, he's always banned, and I just didn't understand why. I really didn't get what was so great about him until I played him and I realized that in your ultimate the cooldowns all reduced by 3 in 1 second, So like every time you cast an ability, you just pretty much have another ability to cast ready to go. And that puts him way by far over the top, right? Um, if you're playing against a mini minter, I believe his name is, you need to not fight that guy ever. Yeah, that guy absolutely destroys you. He is just so good at clapping your face in. Uh, his ability to lock one of your skills is just the most OP thing ever. He's like a hard counter to you. So if you're ever playing a ranked game, the enemy team gets Harith in draft pick up Mini Minter if you have him. I don't even know if that's how you say his name, but if you have him, and you'll just you could ruin the Harris day. It's real tough on a Harith when you're playing against that guy. So we get the crit stick, 65 attack, 25% crit chance. You have the unique 40% crit damage. Passive Doom critical hits increase the hero's physical attack by 5% for 2 seconds, right? So essentially, you're going to cast your ability. You're going to get a true damage attack off, right? If that true damage attack happens to crit, you're going to just blast through your enemies. Like, watch what happens to this Bane right here. Look, 1, here we go again. 2, there's 3 attacks. He's got no health, and now he's just running for his life. 4, like, dash attacks literally melt that guy. And, like, between the right clicks, right, and the magic damage that you get up to, you just hitting DPS outputs like almost 2,000 per second, right? So you just watch just boom, boom. These are all dead. Boom, boom. Just absolutely insane. And you can see after you dash, when you punch a creep, you just do that much more damage, right? So like you'll see right now, we're going into the battle. Our Freya's coming out. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna lock him in place, and we're just gonna melt him. Like just melted, bro. Just get destroyed. And then you hit these creeps, right? And you can just see how much I heal up. Watch, here's the Zylong fight I'm talking about. 1, 2, what's it? 3 hits, 2 hits. He's already at half health. It's unbelievable how much damage you put out. Like it's crazy. And like I said, all right. So towards the end, we started getting it together. In the beginning, you saw I had my struggles. I mean, like it's gonna take a while to get used to, but like you just do so much damage, and you can lock people in place for your team. If you have like a Tigreal, he just goes in and you just ruin everybody. So Harith is a super strong hero. He's not that hard to play. He's not easy to play, but he's not that hard to play. So I recommend giving him a try. I mean, if you're questioning whether or not you should buy him, the answer is 100% you should buy him. If you have the battle points, if you have the gems, you want him. He's that good. He will literally carry you into the epic rank, and you have to probably find someone else to play then. But there are so many options in this game these days. Before, when I was pushing, we had like Cyclops and Gord, and that's about all. That's about it, right? So this is my build that I like to run. just talk about it quick, and then I'll let the video go. Uh, we talked about the Demon Shoes, Calamity Reaper, Crit Stick, not in this order. So I go Demon Shoes, Calamity Reaper, then I get the Fleeting Time because I want the cooldown reduction. And if you get a kill, everything resets by 35%. So you just literally boom, 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 over and over and over and over. Because if you're active and you're killing people on the map, then you're just Gucci to go. This is concentrated energy, gives you that 25% magic life steal. Kill an enemy hero and you get 10% HP right off the bat. That's super awesome. Then I get the crit stick so I could punch people in the face. And then I get winter trenching. And it's just all of this adds up. You get the 60 magic power, 25 physical defense, 400 HP, and you could freeze opponents. The hero just can't do anything. It lasts 2 seconds and it's on a 100-second cooldown, but it's super, super good when you get somebody in that they're not expecting it, you know? So that's all for this video. I'm going to make a couple more. I have so many Harith gameplays I'll show you. I just bought him. I'm just playing in this season now. I have 18 matches, 61 wins, 61 percentage winning. I mean, it's not great, but it's not good. If we go into history, where is history? I go on me, history, and it's just look at MVP, 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 16 and 1, 9 and 2, 18 and 2, 8, 1 and 13. You know, it's just over, 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 over. You know, it's crazy. My favorite hero back when I played before was Cyclops. Loved them to death. And yeah, no, I have an 80% win rate with Harith. 6 MVPs with that. 60% of the time I'm running MVP. That's crazy. And 4 legendaries, man. Legendary's tough to get. So I recommend him. I hope this guide, I hope this walkthrough is more of what this is, helps you out. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe. Take care. Bye.